Oh, ladies and gentlemen, early voting starts this week, which you know what that means on social media, the return of the I voted sticker. That's right, or as I like to call it, participation trophies for adults. One take, here we go. What is going on in this country that every campaign I see on television or ad that I see on social media is just begging people to vote? That's all we're trying to do, just beg and plead with the citizens of this country to vote. And listen, I get it, and the sentiment's great and everything, but I don't know why we're being begged to. You have one job in this country. You have one job as a citizen of a democracy. Two jobs, actually. One job, don't commit any crimes. Two jobs, vote. Why are people walking out of the voting precinct acting like we should throw them a parade, or like we should carry them out of the polling station on our shoulders, like we just gave them a standing ovation? Like the minimum you can do in this country to contribute is vote. And people are walking out of voting precincts and posting on the internet like they should be awarded a Purple Heart. Like, go vote. What is going on? You're like, people are leaving the precinct, like just making elaborate stories, like you're a soldier being welcomed home from war. You stood at an Elks Lodge for 45 minutes and told people who you wanted to vote for president. Let's slow down. Like, we're one step away from, you know how people have like gender reveal parties? We're honestly one step away from having like voter reveal parties. Like you're gonna invite everyone over to your backyard on a Sunday afternoon, which is, by the way, the most self-absorbed thing I could ever possibly imagine anyone doing, is having a gender reveal party. That only second to a voter reveal party where your buddy like lobs you a softball and then you swing at it and it turns like red or blue and then everybody posts a boomerang about it. I'm just saying, it hasn't happened so far that I've seen on the internet, but the day is coming, let's be honest. And honestly, people in California are like, honestly, no more reveal parties because half of our state is on fire. The internet, as everyone knows, is undefeated, always has been, always will. And I looked up, doing a little bit of research on voting and why we're trying to convince everybody to do it, and especially the stickers. I found a couple of them that were pretty funny. This one, my favorite. I pressed a button. That's probably more accurate about what you did today. Oh, I like this one. I need attention. I like that one. It's probably got a good laugh out of that. And the third one, which is probably the most accurate for what you're actually doing: I demand recognition for taking part in a basic democratic process. Thank you. Like, what? I mean, people are walking out with stickers like first of all, a sticker? Like, you know who gets a sticker? You know who gets awarded a sticker? Like a 4-year-old for like not crying when he gets a flu shot. That's who, or like a TSA, like the kid gets a Delta pilot gives you this, like, you know who gets a sticker? A kindergartner when he does a good job of like being the line leader for the week. Like, we're adults. That's all I'm saying, is like, we're adults. I don't know how else to say besides that. And if I went on I did go on Instagram. There's almost 1 million. If you look on the hashtag I voted, there's almost 1 million, which is wild. And listen, no judgment about the people who are posting I voted stickers, but all I'm saying is people are getting creative with the stickers. I've seen some on the mouth, I've seen some on the nose, and I've seen some on the eyes, which ironically are the only 3 ways that you can get the coronavirus. Knock that off. What? Every time I just get into a topic, I just get more and more upset at it. Like, what do you expect us to do with your I voted sticker? How many likes do you want on that would justify you going to vote? What is it? It was just contributing to the country. Not enough? Did you need enough people to like your Instagram and give you the thumbs up on the virtue signal? Is that what do you want us to erect your bust? That's a weird way. That's a weird way to say that. Is that the way to say that? Do you want us to erect your bust in the U.S. Citizen Hall of Fame? Should we? I'm sorry, we didn't have a jersey retirement for you for the last 3 months. You're not Dwayne Wade. It was too much. He did the whole thing for like a year and it was a lot. That's all I'm saying. Enough with the NBA references. No more NBA references for the rest of this episode, I swear. Maybe, we'll see. The good news is, Republican or Democrat, already this week, as of Saturday, so we open, polling stations been open for like a week. As of Saturday, 26 million people have already voted. 26 million Americans have already voted, and that's great. We're expecting a voter turnout, a record high voter turnout at 65%, and that's unbelievable because the voter turnout has been 57%, 55%, 55%, and 56% over the last 4 elections. So that is a tremendous, tremendous voter turnout, which is great for everybody. Literally, since we started doing voter turnout stickers in 2012, voters have been up 10%. That's a lie. That's a fake statistic. All the other statistics were real. I just thought it was being bogged down with statistics, and that's boring, so I decided to throw one in as a joke to keep you on your heels. Always fact check the people you're listening to on the internet, which brings me to my next point. Listen, Republican or Democrat, we're all grateful for people to show up at the polls. The more people contribute, the more people that vote, the better off we'll be. And I think Republican or Democrat, all we're asking is for you to just show up, because this election is close, or they're projecting it to be close like they always do, and it's always just going to turn out on who shows up. Like, all we're asking is for you to show up. Unlike the Braves in Game 7 of the NLCS. Come on, John, you didn't need to do that. It was right there. It was literally right there. I just hit it out of the park. All we're asking is to just show up. Unlike Paul George in the playoffs. Come on, John, you said no more NBA references. Too bad. Just show up. It's all... I shouldn't. Just show up. Unlike Georgia, literally any time they play Alabama in football. Okay, I'm done. Listen, what I'm going to be grateful for at the end of this election is finally we can be done with the narcissistic, egomaniacal celebrities in Hollywood with their ridiculous campaigns trying to get us to vote. And it's one thing after another with these people. It's already been 3 this year. First, they were all in front telling us that we need to apologize for our racism. And then they were like, hey, we haven't learned our lesson. Let's come back and make another one about the coronavirus. And they were like, we still haven't learned our lesson. How can we make this about us? Now let's try to convince people to vote. Like, I'm sitting back, like America, the middle America is just sitting back on the couch, is like, I don't know what to do today. I really don't have any direction. I wish Susan Sarandon would just pop up on her Instagram and instruct me. Like, wait, Hollywood celebrities. I don't know how else to say this, but on behalf of all of America, we're good. Like, we're good with your advice. We're except for Dax Shepard. I love that guy. I've seen things on YouTube this week just looking at like people like Rainn Wilson, Dwight from The Office was posting something about his gerbil not being able to vote, so that's why we should be grateful to vote. I saw Snoop Dogg literally registering to vote. This is a YouTube video, registering for the vote for the first time in his life while holding a blunt. I almost did it like this. That's a cigarette. While holding a blunt, by the way, as if any rational human is like, you know what, I haven't voted ever in my life. What's this Snoop Dogg video? You know what? My mind has been changed. My mind has been changed. I'm going to listen to this celebrity tell me what I should and shouldn't do. Thank you. I mean, it just like... Our country, I guess it's good that people have been trying to get people to vote. That's a good thing, I suppose. And we haven't been above 60% in voter turnout since 1968. Literally, in 1968, 60% of Americans turned up to vote Richard Nixon and defeated George Wallace. And that's crazy because 50 years after his defeat, he still has a career in Vegas, which... Come on, John, don't do this joke. You knew that joke was coming. All I'm saying is, it is an absolute privilege to be able to vote in this country. There's so many countries around the world that would kill, literally kill, not just like kill, I would kill for like a cappuccino, like kill, and they have killed for the ability to choose their elected leader. And we treat it as some like nonchalant thing. We're going to get a sticker if I see one more of these, I know you guys are gonna like tag me in them to like show them to me on Instagram, and you're gonna you know, I'm gonna calm down. I'm gonna see my therapist this week. I'm gonna talk through it, and we're gonna be fine. Listen, China has 1.4 billion people in their country that cannot vote for their leader. They don't have a democracy that allows people to vote for their leader. Not only can they not vote for their leader, they can't be critical publicly of their leader, nor can the NBA. Come on, because they make a lot of money for them and they do bad things, but they're not willing to step up and say it. I'm actually a little bit uninformed on that. I shouldn't have made that joke, but I'm just saying. Anyway, we in this country have literally bent over backwards trying to get people to vote. The Milwaukee Bucks protested one of their NBA playoff games to literally petition so we could get their arena so people could show up, and they wanted their arena to be a polling booth, and they wanted people to show up, and that's great. Unlike them in the playoffs. John, no more, you promised. I'm just saying, I've seen companies like giving their employees day off so they could go vote. I've seen obviously the mail-in voting. Literally, they're begging people to vote. We're literally doing anything short of a poll worker coming over to your house, coming in your house where you're laying on your couch watching reruns of some TV show with Cheeto dust on your hand. They bring a ballot to you, put a pen in your hand, and literally scribble who to vote for while you're laying there. Like, that's how desperate we are to get people to vote, and we wouldn't need any of the money on all these campaigns or all these ridiculous things to try to get people to vote if people just did their one civic duty. Like, obviously the Democrats are having like drive-in voting, and the Republicans are trying to have boat-in voting. Well, that actually failed because a couple of boats sank. That's a funny joke. Come on. I'm just saying, we're at a place where we're begging people to vote and asking people to do things, begging people to do things that it should be their responsibility as citizens to do. Chris Rock has an unbelievable bit about this, about how I'm not going to do the joke because I'm white and it's also 2020 and it's going to seem insensitive. But I'm going to put a link somewhere so you can go watch the bit. It's about how black parents are always trying to take credit for, I'm not going to do the accent either. Parents are always trying to take credit for some things that they're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I take care of my kids. And he's like, duh, you're supposed to take care of your kids. What kind of low expectation having, I'm not going to say the rest of it, but he's like, I ain't been to prison. Like, you ain't supposed to be in prison. What, like, the congratulatory, like, walk out of the voter precinct with the sticker. Like, stop it. Just vote and go back to the office. Like, enough with this. And this is an opinion that it's all my own. I'm not in the military, but back me up on this, or tell me I'm wrong if you're in the military. It seems a little disrespectful to someone that has been abroad serving our country, deployed, or has someone that has fought and died for our freedoms in this country, and you can't be bothered. You really can't be bothered to get up off the couch and take 45 minutes to go vote. It seems a little disrespectful. Again, I could be wrong. Post your thoughts in the comments. All I'm saying is it's a little weird. It's a little weird in this country that people can't be bothered to go and publicly voice their opinions, which, if there's any country that is full of opinions, most of them garbage, I've been on your Facebook. If there's any country full of opinions, it's this one. That was just my iPhone just got disconnected. But I'm in one take. I can't start it over. Too bad. All I'm saying is, not voting and then getting on the internet and complaining about this country or something going on is similar to a boyfriend asking his girlfriend, where do you want to go to eat? And she's like, I don't care. You choose. Whatever you want to go, I'm fine with it. And then he takes her to Waffle House, and then she's upset. Like, babe, all-star breakfast. Get whatever you want. You really kind of lose your voice in complaining when you had the opportunity to choose and you didn't. And I don't know where my not the love for voting, but where my duty for voting came into play. I mean, I was a homeschool nerd from Lilburn, Georgia. All of my buddies like when they were in public school, they're like, dude, we're 18, we can go buy cigarettes. I'm like, yeah, dude, we're 18, we can go vote for president, which was a little different looking back on it. But I'm trying to think of why I always voted and why people don't. And I realized, I don't know, that's just what I always did growing up. And listen, if I see one more, I got to take a deep breath before I say this. If I see one more I voted sticker on a mask, I'm going to lose my mind. There's no more efficient way to say I vote Democrat, let's be honest, than having an I voted sticker on your mask. There are literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these on the hashtag, and every single one I looked at the caption, they were all voting for Joe Biden. So don't be like, John, that's stereotypical. John, you can't make that up. John, you don't know that is true. It is true. Go on the internet and look. If you find, you're probably going to just make this up yourself, but if you find an I voted sticker on a mask for somebody that is voting Republican, send it to me on my Instagram and I will publicly apologize if I see it. I might not. I will. I'm just saying, for the most part, you're going to search for hours until you find one. And in closing, just let me say this. There are countries that you will lose your job. You literally lose your job, or you will be fined if you don't show up and vote. If you don't vote, they could prevent you from getting employment in the future. There's all kind of penalties. And as a democracy, I don't think we can do that necessarily, because that goes against everything we stand for, which is freedom and the right to choose. So we have to still leave it up to you if you would like to vote or not. But I think as a solution, I'm always like, you know what, I'm not just going to bash everything and then just leave everybody out to dry. I'm about solutions. One Take is about solutions. I say, if you don't vote, you don't get to post on social media. That seems fair. The day after the election, as soon as everyone hops on the internet to get angry, virtue signal on the internet about what you think happened with the election, all it's going to say is ding, 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 give you a little notification. Can I see your voting, proof that you voted? Which is probably a sticker, ironically, in the end. But can I see your proof that you voted? If you got it, you're free to continue on the internet. If not, I'm sorry. It's going to be another 4 years until you can access your Instagram. Too bad. I'm saying enough with convincing people to vote. If you're not interested in voting, there's nothing we can say to you. There's no dumb commercial campaign that can convince you to vote. There's no idiot D-list celebrity with a YouTube show that could not. Okay, I didn't mean me. I meant this is. It's like YouTube Inception. Turn this. I meant other celebrities that are less informed than me. I'm different. I'm not? Okay, good point.